My name is Brandy De La Torre, and my presentation is over meals for the elderly. Everyone's heard that a great day starts with a good breakfast. But what about those who are physically and mentally not able to prepare a nutritious meal for themselves and no one to help them on a daily basis? I'm talking about our elderly population who live independently. My purpose today is to persuade you to volunteer at Meals for the Elderly. I'm credible to speak on this topic because I have volunteered a couple of times at our local facility, and just seeing our elderly receive their food and smile is basically the best gift I could receive in return. I will begin by discussing the needs this organization tries to fulfill. I will offer you a solution that will help fulfill the needs being introduced. And lastly, I will let you know what will happen if we fail to volunteer. First, let's discuss the needs this organization helps meet. So first of all, it helps promote independence. It also brightens the days of lonely seniors. And it helps make valued connections for our seniors in our community that could last a lifetime. So first of all, it helps promote independence for our seniors. As citizenscensus.org, there are about 31% of seniors that live alone in San Angelo, and there are about 2,108 working seniors in San Angelo alone. So that being said, it basically says that our seniors try to be independent and that they don't want to feel like they are a burden on someone by telling them where they want to go, when they want to go, and they basically just don't want to put that burden on themselves, knowing that they need help when they basically want to be independent for themselves. And basically, like my dad and my grandma, well, their fear of getting older was losing their range of motion and not being able to do the daily activities that they were used to due to old age. And basically the fear of every elderly person is going to a nursing home. So that was like my grandma's and my dad's biggest fear of going to a nursing home. And my second point is that it brightens the days of lonely seniors. As said in Thomas Callie's article, that it's not just a simple meal, it's much more. Many times we're the only people that these seniors see in a day. So that says that many of the times their family lives like out of town, they don't live there, they barely call them once a day or once a week or once a month. So they don't really get that one-on-one contact that they're craving, that they're used to. When you get older, you basically just want to like spend your time with other people, or just basically trying to be independent of yourself. And also, my third point is that it makes valued connections with our seniors that could last a lifetime. So till this day, I remember delivering food to this sweet little old lady's house, and she always tells me that back in her day, she always used to help a lot of people, but she never wanted to be helped, but she's glad she's getting it. And then that reassures me that what I'm doing is the right thing, that it's helping somebody out and it's making their lives a little bit easier. And also my friend, she told me that whenever she went to go deliver food on that same day on her route, that she met this little old lady, like so sweet, and that she still keeps in contact with her and that she visits her on the holidays, on her birthday, basically to not make her feel lonely. And that to me is really nice, and that's what Meals for the Elderly does. We just like love to talk to them, get to know them, their stories, and that lets them know that there's somebody that cares for them. And if you want to volunteer, you could easily just go on their webpage. There's that little volunteer button right there. You click it, you submit your application, and boom, that is all. And it is super easy. And so basically, what will happen if you do volunteer is that you will help ease the burden of them not being able to find food, because they basically have a lot to worry about in their day. They might have a risk fall, they might have surgeries or procedures that they need to get done, and it helps them like their days better because they don't have to worry about making food. And if you don't, um, basically meals for the elderly would not exist due to the high demands and our big population here, and they would fear of not knowing where their food will come from and how they're going to get it, and they wouldn't feel independent and they wouldn't feel safe. And like I said, some of them can't do it either, they're emotionally or physically, they really can't. And also Campbell AD says there are close to 50 million seniors age 65 and older in the US. That is expected to double by 2050, but that also includes some of the homebound, some of them that have chronic conditions, they might be high fatalities, and that's just a lot to worry about for them alone. And then having to deal with the food and not being able to get it is like a big deal with them. And also, today I have talked to you about Meals for the Elderly, how it helps promote independence, how it brightens the days of lonely seniors, and that it also helps make valued connections that could last a lifetime. Hopefully I have persuaded you to volunteer at Meals for the Elderly. Do your part, go online and submit your application, or you could give them a call at 325-655-9200, or you could visit their location at 310 East Houston Hart Expressway, San Angelo, Texas 76903. Thank you for your time.